And then we can uncover our eyes and say the special blessing we say. It's so important for children at a very young age to learn about their traditions, their heritage, who they are, and what the significance of their heritage is, because it stays with them forever. Children are like sponges. They just drink things in. And it's sort of like imprinting on a hard drive. When you expose children to these experiences when they're really, really young, it really does stay with them. It's never too early to start teaching your children values and their traditions and their history and their connection to their people. The matzah is so important to the story of Pesach, Passover, and there are many, many reasons. I'm going to give you two of them. One is historically, that is the bread they ate in Egypt. It's a poor man's bread. The Jews were slaves, and that's the kind of food they had all the time that they were slaves. And the second reason is that matzah is an unleavened bread. It does not rise. And the deeper meaning behind that is that this holiday, we focus on being humble. Bread, leavened bread, rises, symbolizes the ego that gets in the way of relationships, of healthy relationships with other people and with God. And when we eat the matzah, we help to remember to keep our ego in check. And it was always the last thing eaten at the Seder. And so we hide it, we put it away so we don't mix it up with the other matzah. They did a basic snapshot of the story of the Exodus, which begins with the Jews being slaves in Egypt. Then it ends with Moses being called by God to go to Pharaoh and tell him to let the Jewish people go. Pharaoh refuses, and then fire and brimstone hit. The 10 plagues hit, and finally at the very end, he tells Moses, that's it, you're done, you can leave. And they leave. And they reach the Red Sea. Again, at the very last moment, he changes his mind again. And he chases with his entire army to bring the slaves back to Egypt. And that's when the splitting of the sea happens. That story of where the sea split, they walked through to the other side, and then they were finally, and truly safe.